Hi there, this is Chris Kellett with musegrid.com, and I'm going to show you how to create this kind of pseudo-responsive design slider. So we can see here on our vacation template, as we scale the page, the background image scales nicely with the page, and we still have full control over the widget itself. The question is, how did we do that? So let's jump into Muse and show you how you can go about doing this yourself. So first of all, in Muse I've created two new pages. I've created the home page, that's where we're going to place the slider eventually, and I'm going to create this page, which is our actual slider holder. So if we open that up, it's just a blank page, and if we take a look at the page properties here, I've set everything to 0, so our margins are zeroed, our top and bottom padding are all zeroed. We're using a page width of 960 and we're using a page height of 500. We're going to switch the sticky footer off, and this minimum height here, now this is what will control how big the slider is on its height, not its width, its height. So we'll click OK there. And it's completely blank, and what we're going to do is we're going to bring in a widget here. Let's close this down so that we can see this a bit more. We're going to just take in the slideshow widget, and we're going to use the Fullscreen Slideshow. Now when we drag that onto the page, we see that we have the slideshow fills the page full screen. And if we took a preview of this, I'm going to preview this page in the browser. So this is one of Muse's standard widgets. We can see that it fills the whole page, but it fills it both height and width. And this is what we want to avoid, because we actually want our slider to just be 100% width, scalable, but not 100% height, like we see here. So going back, what we're going to do now is we're going to leave that there, and we're going to go to our home page. So that page there, go back, and we're going to open up our home page. And on here, what we're going to do is we are going to bring in our MuseGrid Iframe Pro builder, only available from MuseGrid. So we drag that onto the page. You could do this with a normal iframe if you know how to write iframes, but we're using this widget. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to select to use 100% width here. We're going to set our resize options to 100%, and then we're going to select that we want to use percentages rather than pixels. Now what this allows us to do now is to put this on the page, top corner here, and we're going to drag it over like we would do with a rectangle to make it 100%. And then we're going to select our height, and we're going to choose 500, which is the height of the previous page, so 500. Now at the moment it links to a sample page that we have online so that it can show you that the iframe is working. But if we go to our page here and go to our page properties, we'll see that this page is called slider.html. So in our iframe now, if we choose in the URL here, we're going to choose slider.html, which is the name of the page. We've got the scroll bar set to no. You can call it whatever name you want, the iframe, but we can just leave it as is. Now currently it says that it's unable to generate the thumbnail because it's not working live. It can't go back to that page, and it's showing a grayed out version of the original image that it brought in as the background. So in order to preview this, what we're going to do is we're going to go to File, Preview Site in Browser, and now we can see that we have our gallery here. It's only 500 pixels, but watch, it's now responsive. So we can add our additional content here. We can do all of our modifications on this, but it is a fixed height of 500 pixels and a responsive design. Now if we go back to our slider, we can then, if we want to make sure that these left and right arrows stay either side of the page, we'll drag that to that side. We'll get this one and we'll drag it down to here, and we'll grab this and let's stick that in the center actually. So I'm going to make sure that it's in the center. I'm going to go to my align tool, choose align to content area and fix that in place there. And then what we're going to do with this here is we're going to go and pin it so that it's top right. That's fine. And this one we're going to pin top left. Now once again we're going to go back and do a preview site in browser, and now we have our left and right buttons and they sit left and right, and we have our when we scale they move. Now notice this isn't working at the moment, so we'll go back into our slider page here and we're going to fix that to the bottom center. Okay, so bottom center for that. Let's try that again. So we're going to go File, Preview Site in Browser, and now we have that fixed to the center. So that's how you create the, obviously this one has got a bit more, we've modified the look and feel, but the principle is exactly the same, and that is how you can create a pseudo or a working actually responsive design slider using the Muse built-in widgets and Iframe Pro from MuseGrid. Thanks for watching.